Hey guys, KRX50 here with another review. This time I'll be reviewing the Deltamax Striker from Power Rangers SPD. Now, I can't really go into this without a proper explanation. Within the show, the Deltamax Striker is the collective name for the sidearms for the blue, green, yellow, and pink Rangers, all of who have a knuckle and a baton weapon. Now, what you see here is only half accurate. What is accurate is this initial knuckle part, which was used by the other four Rangers I mentioned as a close combat melee weapon. The second part, however, is not. This was released for the first wave of Power Rangers SPD toys, and it was essentially replaced the real Deltamax Strikers. For a time, it was unknown why they had decided to do this and what was the purpose of it. The toy was partly accurate, but partly inaccurate. And it wasn't quite explained why they did that. The original versions of the Deltamax Striker from the show was the D-Arms set from Deca Ranger, which consisted of a knuckle and the 4 separate colored batons for the 4 Rangers besides red. It also included a badge and a set of handcuffs. I don't know if it was because of money issues or because of safety issues, but they changed it around and we got this. Now, what makes this an interesting case is that later on, the combined mode for these actually showed up in the show as the weapon for the Red Ranger's Battleizer in Cyber mode, which was a really strange case as far as things go. So it includes this, which is the knuckle that is used in the show by the 4 Rangers besides red. Has some dots, some translucent red plastic on different places. The SPD police badge, SPD, written out, black, report. And this houses the electronics. So, here's the on-off switch. You get this one light that just flashes on one side, not even on the front. It's kind of strange. But I'll set it down for now. And you have this other part. It is strange in shape, and it doesn't explain what you're supposed to do with this while it's like this on the instructions. But my best idea is that it's supposed to be a second knuckle, because you can hold it like this, and you've got this part raised out like this. If you hold it any other way, it just looks awkward. This is the closest to being natural that it gets, but you still have this part resting against your arm. And it's nothing like a tonfa, because you can't hold it like this. Anyway, this is the second knuckle, which is a little bit strange. To combine them, you press down this button, fold it out to the side, then click it in there. And now we have something that makes a little bit more sense, where this is basically meant to look like a truncheon or police baton, which is a little bit more sensible for a police ranger, though in modern times this kind of thing is pretty rare to see. But it does meld up a little bit better with the red bumps all facing outward, and this little part with a considerable blade. Well, okay, shaft or something. I don't know really what to call this, because it's not quite a sword, because it isn't really a blade. Okay, it's basically a kind of rod. And you get a change of sounds when you pull the trigger. Now, here's the other problem with this thing. It seems that they may have actually taken the electronics from the D-Arms set, because listen to this sound. It's essentially a rapid-fire blast sound, and within the show, the actual Deltamax striker has the batons combined with a knuckle to become something that can basically be summed up to be a blaster. But to have a baton make rapid-fire blaster sounds doesn't make all that much sense. And while you could just swing it around, the fact that it doesn't have an appropriate sound is a little disappointing. And to unlock, you just press that lever. Now, as far as this goes, I can partially recommend this, but that's mainly if you really like the SBD Battleizer, or if you find this to be a cool looking weapon, or kind of like the idea of police truncheon. I mean, I don't know who would, but I'm not making any judgments, and I'm not going to speak for everybody. People are different. Some people may like this, some people may not. To me, it's good, but it could have been better if they had based this off of the actual D-Arm set. So, please rate, comment, subscribe, and all the good stuff. And for now, this is KRX50, writing off.